Alright, today we're going to be learning about linear regression. Our objective is that we will be able to model real-world situations using linear functions and use these models to make predictions. So most of this work is going to be done on your calculator. The first thing you're going to do is to enter your data by pressing the Stat button and then choosing Edit. It's the first thing in the list. This screen here will pop up. Your X's always go in L1 and your Y's always go in L2. Once we've done that, we can get the regression line by choosing Stat, going over to where it says Calculate, and then choosing number 4 from the menu, LinReg, which is the abbreviation for linear regression. Then we can write the results rounding the coefficients to 3 decimal places. I'll show you what these calculator screens look like with some data in just a minute. A few definitions that we want to know for this section is interpolation, which is using the regression equation to predict a value inside the domain of the data. And extrapolation is using the regression equation to predict a value outside the domain of the data. So let's look at this example question. During the spring and summer, a concession stand at the Community Little League baseball field sells soft drinks and other refreshments. To prepare for this season, the concession owner refers to the previous year's files, in which he recorded the daily soft drink sales in gallons and the average daily temperature in Fahrenheit degrees. The data is shown in the table. So, on our calculators, we go to Stat and choose Edit. Then I'm going to put the temperatures in L1. And then our soft drink sales are going to go in L2. And see how my lists line up here at the bottom? We want to make sure that happens because if they're uneven, that means we've missed a number and we're going to get an error message if we try to calculate the equation. Alright, so number 1 says, what is the best fit line of regression for the data? So I'm going to push Stat again. I'm going to go over to Calc and I'm going to choose number 4. And I'm just going to keep pushing Enter all the way to Calculate. And I get this. Let me see if something... Okay. So from this, I'm going to write my equation. This here is showing me the format of my equation, and then these gives me the numbers to plug in. So I'm going to start with y equals, then I'm going to plug in my a number, 1.290 if we round to 3 decimal places, because this 9 makes this 9 go up, which makes the 8 go up. X plus a negative would be minus, so minus 29.606. What would the equation predict will be the total soft drink sales if it is 63 degrees outside? Well, temperature was our X's and soft drinks were our Y. So if we plug 63 in for X, we know that there would be approximately 51.664 gallons of soft drinks. Is your prediction from number 2 an interpolation or an extrapolation? Well, 63 was what we plugged in. Our lowest temperature was 52 and our highest was 97. Is 63 inside or outside of that? It's inside, so it's interpolation. Because 63 is between 52 and 97. Question 4. What would the equation predict will be the total soft drink sales if it's 45 degrees outside? So we're going to plug 45 in for the x again. Just make sure I copied that correctly. Yep. Plug that into my calculator. And we get 28.444 gallons of soft drinks. Is this an interpolation or an extrapolation? Is 45 between 52 and 97? It is not. So this is an extrapolation. Because 45 is outside of 52 to 97. If there were 82 gallons in soft drink sales, what would the equation predict was the temperature outside? This time, we're given a y value. We're given the total soft drink sales. So we're going to plug in for y. So we would have 82 equals 1.290x minus 29.606. So this time we're going to have to do some algebra. We're going to add 29.606 to both sides. Oops, 111, not 101. Then divide both sides by 1.29. And when we divide them, we get that it's approximately 86.516 degrees Fahrenheit. That's all for today. Fill in your summary, and I'll see you in class.